Well, tonight we went for a car ride first, and we've had some minor scuffles. A little bit of spray bottle got used, but nothing bad really. I don't know. I'm kind of baffled a little bit. I almost feel like if the scuffles are not escalating, that it just may be a part of their relationship. It may just be that they, from time to time, disagree on something and need to work it out. Sometimes bunny couples are not at all unlike people couples or families. We have little scuffles from time to time, but we manage to make up. As long as they don't escalate past just the fur pulling stage, then I maybe wouldn't worry so much. The thing that still is disconcerting about this pair is that we still have, they're not able to stop on their own. And so I'd kind of like to see that, is for them to be able to stop on their own and step back and say, okay, we're done with this fight. But we have more positive interaction than we have negative interaction. I think we've made that observation before. And it's my hope that in this situation that we have them in here, and I wanted to film through the bars here just so you could see that they are interacting positively quite a bit. I was going to say that it was my hope in this situation here that being in a strange environment for both of them and being somewhat uncomfortable, that they would turn to each other for comfort. That's always the hope. I still believe that it's Lilah, the smaller bunny, that is being the dominant bunny in this pair, and we did have the great grooming standoff earlier, so that's always good to see. However, it did not finish with one grooming the other so much as they just kind of went their separate ways. So it's always nice if we can get past that stage, that initial grooming standoff, into something that's a little bit more reciprocative. That's not a word. And I'm talking to an English major, so I need to watch what I'm doing. Into a relationship where there's a reciprocation of the grooming, one grooming the other and the other grooming the other. That always helps, especially if that would happen right after that grooming standoff, which it did not. I'm going to try and open the cage a little bit and see what you think. Oh, good, they didn't move. No, yeah, they did. I don't know that we're going to... Oh, see? Now, see, Lilah is grooming her, and we don't get very much of that. We mostly get that. And then Bella gives in and eventually and grooms. So they're both grooming, so I really, really hope that we can get past the inability to stop the scuffles on their own. They are spending the night in separate areas. So Lilah was in there last night. She's the more uncomfortable of the two, and I think you know that. So she wasn't very happy in there last night. But it was interesting that I think I did a good thing there, because I felt like Bella was the one that was not being dominant. And so it's almost like this is her territory today that we brought Lilah into. Tomorrow it's going to be exactly the opposite. Lilah will be spending the whole day in here, so it'll become like her territory. So we might have a totally different reaction out of these two bunnies tomorrow night. Now, I did go with the car ride with them today, but tomorrow I'm not going to be able to do that, so I'm not sure. We might just go into the tub tomorrow night, I'm thinking. We'll see. So anyway, there's your update for tonight. Hope you enjoyed it, and they are doing fine. I forgot to ask you how often you were feeding them, what you were feeding them, but when we do this kind of situation, unfortunately they end up getting free-fed pellets quite a bit, which is not good for them, but it's just part of our process here. I don't have big hay boxes set up for them or anything like that, so I just want to make sure that they always have food, and I don't know what their eating habits are, so I didn't want to give them too little. And I know that we're mostly seeing Lilah do the grooming, but it just happens to be the way this video is going. Okay, good night, gals. Say good night.